So, hope you enjoyed that bit of B-roll there. Now, to make sure that you'll buy the perfect car for your road trip and your family, your dog, your mother-in-law and everyone else, I'm going to answer some questions, starting with this one. No, it can't do a backflip. It's a car. Sorry. It's dependent on your bank account, isn't it? It's not the car's fault. But I will tell you this. I don't think that this car is expensive. As we're sitting in it right now, it's 37,890 euros. The seats, they are amazing. They're very supportive, extremely comfortable, and lovely to spend hours on end in. Genuinely a fan of those things. Well, it depends obviously on what you think is a good thing to drive. This is comfortable, quiet, and can eat up miles whilst you're not really getting tired at all. So in that perspective, yeah, this is fine. If you need a car to go around the world in 80 days, you might want to look elsewhere. This Citroën C5 Aircross is powered by a 1.2 liter 3-cylinder engine. Doesn't sound like much, that's because it isn't much. It is hybridized, so that's a positive thing about it, but it still only makes 145 brake horsepower. Combine that with a weight of 1,600 and I think about 40 kilograms. Future Joshua will check that to make sure that's correct, but you get really underwhelming results as a combination of those things. But as a way to move your family, I mean, who cares if you're doing 0 to 60 in 1 second or 9 seconds? No. Well, depends on how big they are. If they're all my size, you can fit like 80 of them. But when they're normal human sized, 5. Easily fit 5 people in the Citroën C5 Aircross. I'll tell you right now, I have no idea, but I will order Future Joshua to make sure and check out and put it in the screen again. Thanks, man. No, it's not radioactive, although I'm not sure how well it would protect you from a nuclear explosion. So that's something that you're going to have to look into for yourselves. I think this is great value, to be honest. This is a competitor, a straight-up competitor to the Dacia Bigster in terms of space and pricing too. That car, when you dress it up a bit, is nearing 40,000 euros in the Netherlands anyway. This is way under that. This is like almost 2,000 euros cheaper. Admittedly, this is the bog standard edition. You don't get much toys, but I mean, how many toys do you need, really? Yes, you can charge your phone through wireless Android Auto or Apple CarPlay in every single configuration of the car, so that's good. In this specific one, you cannot charge your car through a wireless induction spot, but you can charge it with a wire through a USB-C port. So they have thought about that. Well, that feels cheap, and it kind of is cheap, but then so is the car. So, you know, what else do you want? One thing that they have done very well at Citroën is dress the car up with some very nice and lovely fabrics. So even though this is, well, on the cheap end, it doesn't necessarily feel very cheap. And that's one of the best things a cheap car can do, not feel cheap. Well, just that there's like a pedal on the right side and you can press it and then you'll go quicker. And if the horse still catches you, then you I don't know, make sure you have insurance or something. 3 very positive things. Okay, here we go. The seats, they're very comfortable and they're very nice to be in for a long period of time. You got a lot of car for the money. So that's, again, is very, very nice thing that Citroën offers there. Sorry about that. Last thing is the actual ride itself. It is so comfortable that I will just go on a limb here and say it's borderline Rolls-Royce territory how comfortable this thing actually is. That's really good. Well, starting off with the hybridized engine in this, I think it would be better if it was bigger. 1.6 or 2 liters even would suit the car better. On average, I've been driving this car with a range of about 5 liters of fuel per every 100 kilometers, which isn't bad. That's actually very good. But that's mostly on highways and motorways where you're doing like even speeds for a long period of time. Every engine is very economical there. On like outskirts and driving stuff, this has been doing like 7 or 8 liters per 100 kilometers. So that's not very good. Again, that's all down to size of the engine and weight of the car. It's, you know, simple mathematics, really. Number 2, now it is very, well, bones dry, I want to say, almost, you know. You don't get a lot of toys to play with. And that's okay, but to be fair, I would like to have like heated seats during a very cold day like this. I'd love to have some, well, heated steering wheel too, to be honest, but, you know. Thing number 3. I mean, it's just a well thought out thing. So, Citroën C5 Aircross. Does it get the Roadtrip seal of approval? I am still working this concept out a bit, but that's okay. Honestly, for the money, if you just gotta transport your family and your loved ones and whoever you care about, this is one of the great options. I genuinely believe it is. It's very comfortable, economical, even though the engine is a bit tiny. You get it in multiple layers of options with different things and many didgeridoos and everything else that you like. But we can't ignore the facts. The fact is that it is very bare bones, but then that is a choice you'll have to make when you order one. The fact is that the switchgear in this specific one doesn't really work as it should. And the fact is that I personally think it will be better would the engine be a bit bigger. That doesn't mean, well, everything else that I said really. It's still very comfortable. It feels of nice quality, like the inside of it feels way more expensive than it probably is. So that's all good. So for the very first road tip review, yes, the Citroën C5 Aircross is, well, a great road trip car. I think it is anyway. And so should you, because you're still watching apparently. Thank you very much for doing so. And see you next week. Say Brandy, you're a fine girl. What a good wife you would be. Such a fine girl. But my life, my love and my lady is the same. Brandy wears a braided chain made of finest silver from the north of Spain. A locket that shares the name of a man that Brandy loved. They say Brandy, you're a fine girl, fine girl. What a good wife you would be, such a fine girl. Yeah, my life, my love and my lady is the same. Do 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 do.